Hello, let's talk about the honest truth about self improvement. So, why am I taking a different approach to self improvement and uncomfortable truth I've learned about it? So, I wanted to talk about self improvement, but not in the way you usually see it online. I'm not here to give you a list of 5 things to do to become better, a better version of yourself overnight, because honestly, I think that's a lot of bullshit. I've been on my own self improvement journey for like 4 or 5 years, and it's been messy. It's been frustrating. It's been filled with setbacks, and it's definitely not the perfectly curated Instagram version you often see. I thought I was on the right path for self improvement, but I have just been going around in circles. So I wanted to share some of the real, raw, and sometimes uncomfortable truths I have learned along the way. This isn't a guide, it's just my experience. I think the problem that I came to realize is quick fix culture. Mm, you know, I think one of the biggest problems with self improvement world is this obsession with quick fixes. We often see 5 steps to happiness, the ultimate productivity hack. It's all about instant results. But real growth doesn't work that way, man. When you are praise all of these self-improvement lists seems impossible and pointless. What do you do then? Life isn't simple like these videos seem to make it out to be. People have real life problems that make any sort of improvement very difficult. It's like trying to build a house on a foundation of sand. You might see some progress at first, but eventually it's going to crumble. And I think it's a bad plot to keep people it's an insidious plot to keep people feeling bad because you can never do what the experts tell you to do. But what I have realized is that real self-improvement is slow. It's about small consistent changes over time. It's about building a solid foundation of self-awareness and self-compassion. And I want you to ponder on this. I want you to embrace the mess. This is the reality I'm giving you. The truth is, self improvement is messy. There are going to be days when you fail, days when you backslide, days when you feel like you are making no progress at all. There have been so many times where I have slipped up and felt horrible. So many days wasted, so many opportunities not taken. I think one of the most important things I have learned is to embrace the mess, to accept that it's okay to not be perfect, forgive myself for my mistakes and learn from them. It's about acknowledging the imperfections in our lives, in ourselves and others is the most real thing there is. It's the perfections that really make you beautiful. It means I can't compare myself to others. It's important for me to accept the pace that I'm able to go at, and I just made the fact with it. And I came to embrace one thing, self-compassion. I think self-compassion is the most underrated aspect of self-improvement because we are so often told to be hard on ourselves, to push ourselves to our limits. It's just not sustainable. It just leads to burnout and resentment. I just want you to treat yourself as you would treat a friend. When your friend is sad, you say things to make them feel better. Treat yourself the same way. Actually, I learned a lot about not beating myself up about the things and actually enjoying life. So I've also stopped caring about the bigger picture. It's too much for me. I began to only focus on the immediate future so that I don't get overwhelmed. It's about recognizing that you're human, that you're going to make mistakes, that you're still worthy of love and acceptance, even when you're not perfect. I want to tell you, find your own pace. One of the biggest lessons I've learned is that self-improvement is not a race. It's not about achieving some arbitrary goal in a certain amount of time. It's about finding your own pace and moving at a speed that feels sustainable for you. Don't go so fast that you burn yourself out. You have to move yourself at a pace that feels sustainable. So we think slowing down is a weakness, but I've realized it's actually a superpower because it can save you from burning out. Slowing down to speed up, So that's my take on self-improvement. It's messy, it's slow, and it requires a lot of compassion, but it's also incredibly rewarding. I hope that sharing my experience has been helpful for you in some way. If you're watching this video, you probably know that most people are struggling, even the self-improvement gurus on the internet. I encourage you to take a moment, reflect on your own self-improvement and what are you struggling with, what are you learning, and how can